Okay, this video will help you with 8.2a, solving equations with cube roots. And this is going to be similar to 8.1a, but in 8.1a we solved equations with square roots. Now we're going to solve equations with cube roots. We're going to do similar stuff. We want to get all the radicals on one side of the equal sign and everything else on the other side. But once we get the radical on one side of the equal sign, because it's a cubed root, we want to cube both sides rather than square both sides. So let's take a look at number 1. We've got the cubed root of x on the left and we've got 2 on the right. So to get rid of the cubed root of x, we need to cube both sides, which means raise it to the third power. Cubing the cubed root of x will leave us with just x, and 2 cubed, which means 2 times 2 times 2, will give us 8. So the answer here is x equals 8. Now that's a pretty simplistic one. Let's move down to something a little more challenging. Let's take a look at number 8. Now to solve this, it's the same idea as number 1. We want to get the radical on one side and everything else on the other side. So right now we have a 5 and the radical on the left side. We need to get rid of that 5. So let's divide both sides of the equal sign by 5. Doing that, the 5's cancel on the left and leave us with just the cubed root of x plus 3. And on the right, we have 15 divided by 5, which is 3. Now, we've got the radical on one side of the equal sign and everything else on the other, so we will cube both sides. Cubing the cubed root of x plus 3 leaves us with just x plus 3. And 3 cubed is 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. Then the last step is to subtract 3 from both sides to get x by itself. And that gives us x equals 24 as our final answer. Alright, let's take a look at one more problem. Let's do number 13. Again, we want to get the cubed root on one side of the equal sign, everything else on the other. So our first step is to divide by 9. The 2 9's on the left will cancel out and leave us with just the cubed root of x. And negative 81 divided by 9 is negative 9. And now to get x by itself, we need to cube both sides. Remember to put parentheses around your number when you are cubing or even squaring a negative number. The cubed root of x cubed leaves us with just x on the left side. And the negative 9 cubed is negative 9 times negative 9 times negative 9, which equals negative 729. And that is our final answer.